My dear students, good morning. Today I am going to start your physics portion. After completing one lesson in chemistry, I am going to start chapter number 8, motion. You know, a object may be in state of rest or may be in state of motion. When will an object be said to be in state of rest or in state of motion? See me at this time and tell my state, that is my position, whether I am in state of rest or state of motion. You can easily say, sir, you are not moving here and there, or you are not changing your position, so you are in state of rest. Actually, to define the state of rest or state of motion, we need a reference point. What? A reference point. Reference point. This is also called as origin point or origin point. A reference point can be defined as a fixed point or a fixed object it may be defined as a fixed object. Example, a tree, electric pole, school building, or your railway station, or railway station. Now define state of rest. State of rest. If a body does not change its position with time, with respect to a reference point, it is in state of rest. For example, take your duster and put it in this position and see me. This is the reference point, and please locate my position with reference to, that is with respect to this reference point. You say that, or you see that my position does not change with respect to this reference point. So at this time I am in state of rest with time with respect to this reference point, right? So this is the state of rest. And state of motion, if a body changes its position with time, with respect to a reference point, it is in state of motion. Again, I have taken here this duster as a reference point, and now see my position here. So what will you say? With respect to this reference point, my position is changing with time. So while doing so, I am in a state of motion. That is, here you can give a lot of examples regarding state of rest and state of motion. Consider some example of state of rest of an object. You may take many examples, that is, your home building with respect to a tree in front of it, our school building, as well as electric pole and some other thing. That is, these are in state of rest. But in state of motion, that is, a man walking on the road, a boy running in the field, a bird flying in the air, a train running on its track. So these are the example of state of motion. But one thing is more important here, state of rest and state of motion are not absolute, but these are relative terms, comparative terms. Note here, state of rest and state of motion are a relative term. That is comparative term. Comparative terms. Take an example in this regard. Suppose you are sitting in a train. You are sitting in a moving train. In the same time, your friend is also sitting there just before you. You see a boy standing near the railway track outside the train. You as well as your friend will say that the boy is running, the boy is in state of motion. But you say that your friend is in state of rest, as well as he will say that you are in state of rest. In the same time, the boy standing nearby the railway track will say that you and as well as your friend both are moving the train. So a body may be in a state of rest or in a state of motion. It depends on the position of observer, right? That is, the boy standing nearby the railway track say that you as well as your friend both are moving the train, whereas you as well as your friend will say that the boy standing nearby the railway track is moving in opposite direction. So here the state of rest and state of motion are relative terms. One thing is more important here, while describing the state of rest or state of motion on the earth, the motion of earth is not considered. That is, earth is considered a rest, that is, it is considered in a state of rest, right? So in this way, a reference point is selected to describe the state of motion or state of rest. Next thing, scalar quantity, and vector quantity. All the physical quantities are classified in two groups, scalar quantity and vector quantity. Now define scalar quantity. A physical quantity having only magnitude is called scalar quantity. Example, length, mass, time, speed, density, volume, area, etc. Now see vector quantity, a physical quantity having magnitude and direction both is called vector quantity. Example, displacement, velocity, force, momentum, acceleration, etc. Now take some questions for homework. Define state of rest and give 4 examples. Of objects in state of rest. Question number 2. Define state of motion and give its 4 examples. Define reference point. Question 4. Define scalar quantity and give its 4 examples. 5. Define vector quantity and give its 4 examples. That's all. Thank you.